At Brittany111. What's up? At Brittany111. Said. Hey Juice.
Guess you can help me test already then. See if how's my audio? How's the audio? Guess you can help me test already then. See if I think that's pretty good. How's the audio?
At Brittany111. Said. Yes, good. I hear you. Very good.
I think that's pretty good. How's the audio?
At Brittany111. Said. Yes, good. I hear you. Very good.
That's pretty good.
Yes, good. At Secrazy4TNT. What's up? At Secrazy4TNT. Said. Unrelated, however, what's your opinion on chemistry?
I think we about to be on the road.
At TinaMO4 Show. What's up? At TinaMO4 Show. Said. I hear you, but the volume is a little low. I have to turn up the volume. But when I do, the playback device sounds louder than you.
I think we about to be on the road. Guess we gonna find out. Chemistry is very real.
At Blackinal2076. What's up? At Blackinal2076. Said. Salute fam. At Blackinal2076. Said. You already know my brother. At Nightbot. What's up? At Brittany111. Said. It sounds fine, when you talk, it's clear. At Nightbot. Said. Salute waving hand, make sure you subscribe, share the vibe, and drop a big salute, fire 100 points. At TinaMO4 Show. Said. At Stick2IT, at Brittany111, at Secrazy4TNT, at Blackinal2076, greetings and salutations. At Brittany111. Said. It is a great delay. They can see your mouth moving, however, the response is later. At Blackinal2076. Said. Salute to all. Greetings and salutations. At Brittany111. Said. It is a great delay. They
No, y'all hearing the feedback from my
the
mic.
response is later.
That's why my mic was off.
At Blackinal2076. Said. Salute to all. Greetings and salutations. Said. It is a great delay.
Y'all hearing the feedback from my mic.
Response is later.
That's why my mic was off.
At Blackinal2076. At Brittany111. Said. Okay, now that's better, you talking in real time.
Well, appreciate y'all for tuning in. Let me know if something changed. It should be set now. I don't think my mic need to be that high, but appreciate y'all for rocking with me. For sure.
Adiam Coach Menreen. What's up?
Okay, Coach.
Adiam Coach Menreen. Said. Hello, stick to it and chat. At Brittany111. Said. Your mic is great.
Alright.
Everything is great. Let's go.
Well, that's it. Shout out to y'all. Hope y'all had a good start to y'all new year. I'm I'm working in the background, of course, as always. Did a few adjustments to my setup, as y'all can see, and
Adiam Coach Menreen. Said. Hi Brittany. At Brittany111. Said. Hello everyone, welcome, I hope you enjoy, happy Sunday, and I pray you all have a great week.
Let's change that color.
At Tina Mo4 Show. Said. Adiam Coach Menreen, greetings and salutations.
Change the color, but I guess not. See, maybe that'll work. Yes, but yeah, I'm back at it, doing what I like to do now. I got some peace and quiet. The little one is gone. Wife is in the background moderating, so we're gonna get to it. But I definitely want to say shout out to everybody that pulled up.
Adiam Coach Menreen. Said. Hello Tina.
I previously drew this image, now I'm just adding a color to it. That's why y'all probably see the little image in the background, but...
At Nightbot. Said. Salute waving hand, make sure you subscribe, share the vibe, and drop a big salute, fire 100 points.
Keep going. There we go. What y'all been up to though?
At Brittany111. Said. BRB phone about to die.
Okay.
RO.
Like that brush. Yeah. And of course, I'm trying something new on live that I haven't done before with this tablet, though. It's always something right.
At Rooted and Essential Oils. What's up? At Rooted and Essential Oils. Said. Hey, stick to it and chat, waving hand, dark skin tone, oncoming fist, dark skin tone.
What it do? Appreciate you for pulling up. Getting back to the lab, that's it. Trying something new. I was gonna do a video, but them joints be like an hour long. So we're gonna be here for the long haul.
At Tina Mo4 Show. Said. At Rooted and Essential Oils, greetings and salutations.
See if it act right, and it did. It did. I ain't even tripping on that. I mean, man, I appreciate all y'all though. If I don't talk back right away, that's because I be focusing.
At Rooted and Essential Oils. Said. I was looking for a new video face with tears of joy too earlier.
You talking about from
at
the one
night,
that
but
I uploaded from the
said.
shirt?
Salute, waving hand, make sure you subscribe, share the vibe, and drop a big salute, fire 100 points.
That's right.
At Rooted and Essential Oils. Said. Hey Tina Mo4, waving hand, dark skin tone, purple heart.
Mm-hmm. You good. You good. Go lay down. You doing all that moving around?
I know. I told you a couple days. I'm gonna lay down. It's the nerve endings. I'm just the nauseous, and I think it's from my sinus right.
No, she not pregnant, y'all. She had surgery. Yeah, they can. You by the mic. I apologize if y'all hearing all the detail, but that's how it be when you trying to get your sound right.
At Blacanal 2076. Said. Get well wishes to your wife.
I appreciate that. She good. I think this is like day 4, so I had
At
to
Rooted
go
and
into
Essential
work.
Oils. Said. Hope for a speedy recovery, but it did sound like pregnancy face with tears of joy. I heard it.
Bruh, I was trying not to laugh, so I missed this damn line up. No, she ate. But I don't know nobody that get up out of surgery and dance the next day. So that's why she hurting now. Yeah.
At Blacanal 2076. Said. True blessings.
I appreciate that though.
At Rooted and Essential Oils. Said. Are doing like an overlay to trace over the picture.
Something like that. When you drawing on a tablet, you got layers. And what I do is, over here, you can't see it because I got it cropped out, but on the right side of the paper there, you got layers, like you build in Canva. And what I do is I do a raggedy sketch, then I'll do more of a clean sketch.
At Nightbot.
And then
said.
You can
Salute waving hand. Make sure you subscribe, share the vibe, and drop a big salute fire 100 points.
Outline, I'll lower the sketch. I'll let y'all see it. I'll lower the opacity. What I got it at a 6. There we go. So and then it'll allow me to just say for instance, I'm doing the lips, right? And then I got a shade on top of that. I can do a separate layer to go under the lips or however I got to do it and shade on it, and I won't damage the actual picture. So
At Rooted and Essential Oils. Said. Nice. At YTFP_Chris. What's up? At
What up, Chris?
YTFP_Chris.
Appreciate you
Said,
for sliding through.
Yo Sticks, so good to see you. Awesome to see you cranking out the art and passion.
Likewise. Yeah, I was planning to go live the other day, but I had got a different setup for my screens here, and I bought another camera, so you know how that be. And I'm trying to get y'all a little bit more hands-on, let y'all see the creativity, and I wrestle with it. I'm gonna drop y'all a gem for those. I don't even know how many in my chat. For if y'all into OBS, there's a plugin that you can use that if you got multiple cameras, you can put that plugin in on all the cameras, and when you record and when you hit stop, each separate camera has its own file, and then you can sync it to wherever you do your editing videos. So if you want to talk to this camera, or if I want to flip this camera up and I want to chop it up with that camera, all while doing it, I can even use my phone. I can talk to all of the cameras, and it'll have its own audio and its own media file. And then what you can do with that is
At Nightbot. Said,
quiet the files down.
salute waving hand, make sure you subscribe,
and
share the vibe, and drop a big salute fire 100 points.
Has a setting in there, it's called multi-view, where you can sync everything to the audio, so all the videos will move at the same time. And let's just say your microphone has the best audio, then you can. So that's what I was working on for the last 2 days. But this way, it's like, it stops me from having a color. Like, you know, I can pump out a little bit more videos that way.
At YTFP_Chris. Said, oh yes, I see the second camera now, it's a nice view.
Yeah, like
That's cool to know about OBS. I hope to look into that too if I do video.
It's free, but I can go in there and turn the camera to me, place it in, you know, or I can build a scene and hit the 1 button, the 2 button, the 3 button, and it'll go to different cameras. And then you'll always have your phone that you could bring video up on too. So like I say, I'm learning. I don't gatekeep. I ain't hide no gems. Maybe I should have went with that other pencil. So I ain't completed yet. it'll be a whole lot smoother once I'm able to set all my hotkeys for what it is I'm trying to do. Black U, the homie in the chat, is the one that make the music. He had came in earlier. You with the crown. So make sure y'all check his music out. He got some pretty good music.
At YTFP_Chris said, yeah, once you get everything set it will go smoother. Just stuff that develops over time. Yes, nice bass on that piece, rattle some windows for sure.
Yeah, that's why I ain't even tripping. I learned when you're doing the things you're supposed to do, and you just keep doing them, you learn as you go. When I first started YouTube, this was what I was supposed to been doing, but it's so easy to get sidetracked. So I'm back at it. And believe it or not, believe it or not, I haven't drawn on a tablet no longer than a year. Like, I'm learning as I go. That's the beautiful thing.
At YTFP_Chris said, yes, relearning yourself too, it's like an old friend.
That's a fact.
At YTFP_Chris. Said. Without distractions we won't know the rewards and struggle of path correction and the rewards that come with self-accomplishment. As much as we hate the dark we appreciate the light when we see it.
Who you telling? But it teach you how to dance in that uncomfortable moment though. And that's a fact. Definitely does.
At Nightbot. Said. Salute waving hand, make sure you subscribe, share the vibe, and drop a big salute fire 100 points. At YTFP_Chris. Said. Still on the path in the woods myself, I can see some roads out at the edge of the woods but not knowing which to take. I'm currently content staying on the path for a bit longer.
I'm just talking. I'm trying not to give y'all all of what I'm saying, but I hear you though. I had to reread it, but what I was saying was, sometimes, that's the safest way, because if you get off too early, you be finding your way back. Is what I was saying, and then having to pick up where you left off, and then what I was finna say, that's not a bad thing, because when you stay on the path and you don't hear that thing where it's telling you to get off or try this or do that, sometimes it's just telling you, it's keeping you out the way. And I had to find that out the hard way. Yep. See if it's gonna act right. Y'all see that, right? Been painting all day. No problem. Oh, it's gonna do that, huh? You gotta be kidding me. No matter what you do. That was my fault again. See? Gotta learn on the fly. Gotta learn on the fly.
At YTFP_Chris. Said. Nice, got there in the end.
When you on live, maybe that's what I need to get comfortable with, cause it's never a dull moment. I tell you that, never. You do things a million times, but when it count, you better make sure you come through. And sometimes, like I say, it's about pushing through when you messing up. You know, that's one thing about art that in the last, I guess, month or so, I was like, my life is like art. Like, it looked messy in the beginning, but as you continue to work at it, you know, tweak it, you know, it turns into the picture. It turns into a beautiful art piece, and that's kind of how my life has been. It's been shaky, but you know, keep working at it, and hopefully it'll get there. So I keep telling myself. But this lane that I'm in right now, I don't have to worry about all that excess drama. And that's what I like about it. It may be, you know, under advanced because, you know, we got AI, but I can go get the pictures too. So I'll fix it later. If it's about peace of mind right now, because you see what's going on in the world, shoot, they can keep it.
At YTFP_Chris. Said. Bob Ross said happy little accidents, maybe that was deeper than initially thought.
Yeah. Yeah, it's always a message. That's a fact. It's always a message. Maybe it's an icebreaker. Maybe it's an icebreaker. That's one thing I love about this pad. I can tweak it and tweak it and
At
tweak it.
YTFP_Chris. Said. Yes, we have to find peace somewhere with how things are going. I am the same, condensing my bubble down too. It's too much for me what they are doing.
Yeah, that's crazy. Definitely. Playing right in your face. Right in your face. I done got to the point now. I only watch the TV. If I watch something, it's a little series or something. But other than that, I try not to even look on my phone on the news. I know it be trying to come through on my YouTube channel, but I ignore it. Because whatever we need to know, we going to find out anyway. So why am I going to rush to go get the news? Somebody on the street gonna tell you somewhere.
At Nightbot said, salute waving hand, make sure you subscribe, share the vibe, and drop a big salute, fire 100 points.
Trying to keep my arm off this desk so y'all don't keep hearing it. But I'm gonna keep it all the way real with you, Chris.
At YTFP_Chris said, yes, that is just them trying to penetrate your bubble. It's chill in here and I'm staying here to protect mind and soul. This is what is good about you having inner talent, you can bring that anywhere.
Yeah.
At YTFP_Chris said, it goes where you go.
That's a fact. But if you notice, I haven't been playing the game as much. I think I told you this the last live. You was like, why don't you talk about your business? And then I told you why. And I was like, that was the chair, that wasn't me. But I was thinking what you said. I'm like, damn, like, is my content that bad? You don't want to watch the game? Then I'm like, nah, he was really looking out. And low key, you was the reason why I started back. Like, I was like, what am I finna do? Because I had got threw off for a brief moment. And I was like, what am I gonna do? You know, I feel like I lost my stride because everybody makes shirts, everybody, you know, copying. Everybody doing this, and like I could draw a shirt. I can draw my design and put it on a shirt. But anywho, I was like, looking at the tablet, I was like, why don't you start back drawing? Like, not only that, it bring you peace. And that way I'm not chasing, oh, I gotta upload. You know, I ain't with all that. So, appreciate it. Definitely appreciate it. But the fact that you pull up and chill, I mean, I ain't gonna be mad, but just to even know that's solid, you know. I sit back and I watch how people move and how they get their views and this, that, and the third. So, to each his own. And the only reason why I don't really sketch on here, like it show y'all the beginning picture, because I'll be here forever. Only if y'all could see what I go through to get it to that point. Some videos that I was uploading be an hour long. So Try to spare y'all. See if we can knock this.
At Nightbot said, salute salute waving hand, make sure you subscribe, share the vibe, and drop a big salute, fire 100 points. At YTFP_Chris said, yes, have to chase your passion. The great thing is this art is yours, no one can take that from you, and you can do what you want with it, even if it's nothing at all. The journey is the product.
The fact. You know, and I ain't trying to toot my own horn, but I ain't gonna hold you. I had did a sketch, like this sketch that I did up underneath, cause there's so many features in this tablet, and I went in there and I did a sketch like I was painting, and I liked it. It was cool, but like just even looking at this, it you know how they say, like, when you're doing something that speaks back to you, or you'll know, like, for sure. This the second time using this tablet since I had it, where I had that moment. That mushroom short that I did that said mushroom head, that was me drawing on the tablet. That giraffe, like, before I really knew, like, content, my wife was recording, and I tell a story all the time. When I got done, that was like my third time ever using it. When I got done, I started crying. She was like, you crying? I was like, what you mean? I was like, yeah. She said, why are you crying? I said, because I never thought I'd be back here. Just a peace of mind, that's it. So just like looking at like my work come together, it'd be very rewarding. Make me do this all over. So shout out to me, right? I done played that one a million times, and now I want to trip.
At YTFP_Chris said, it's so crazy to think how you are actually creating reality. Without this change, this image would not exist in the world. Yes, shout out to you for real. Not playing it really means a lot.
Yeah. It's funny how things turn around, right? Like, I can feel her emotion in this picture here. Like, it's crazy. And that's what made me want to draw it. I didn't even get on here and tell that, but the emotion that I was really looking for, I was looking for a angry man. Why might you ask? Because over the past weekend, I had my son here from out of town. And, you know, he don't get to stay. And probably every time this year and last year when he left, I cried. Every time. The first time, oh my gosh, I wept like a baby.
At Nightbot said, salute salute waving hand, make sure you subscribe, share the vibe, and drop a big salute fire 100 points.
So it got better over time. And long story short, my wife went with me this time to drop him off. And so I'm like, I ain't gonna cry. I'm good. She here, you know. I don't be wanting him to see that. I think I even did a video after one of his visits. So however, he leaves this time and we get up. As I go walk him to the line, he hugs me, then he walks off. Now I adjusted my position so he didn't see me, but I saw him, and I seen him turn around and look for me. And I'm like, man, I hate this part, you know, him walking to the plane. And so when he saw my face, like, cause it was almost like he looked as if I was gone. And so when he saw my face, you could see him relaxing. I'm like, damn. And so he's standing in line, you know, as they scanning the tickets, and he's walking, you know, it's getting closer and closer. Now every other time, he never looked back. I understand it. But this particular time, it was almost like he turned around and he gave me a salute. Now my wife being crazy and trying to keep me from showing my emotion, we walking out and she was like, you know, you good? I'm like, yeah, I'm good, you know. So now mind you, we stayed up till like 5 in the morning, and so I was tired. Get in the car, come to the crib. You know, she like, you good? I'm like, yeah. You know, I'm thinking she waiting for me to cry or whatever. So I'm like, I'm good. And before you know it, she was like, we was talking about something. And she said, you know, I forgot how we got on it, but he texted me. And he was like, Dad, I don't know what's going on, but I shedded a tear. I'm not sure quite why, but I love you guys, and you mean so much to me. So as I gather myself, get to the crib, of course, you know, I just am angry at life and how life turns out in the decisions, and, you know, I'm not mad at the decision, but just life and you know, what I've been through. And to hear him say that for the first time, man, that's crazy. We come so far. And yeah, so I was angry. I needed to express myself. I was trying to find something that can show how angry I was, but we doing what we doing right now.
At YTFP_Chris. Said. Yes, it powerful, I feel the emotion, and man, that is rough even for me. It's odd how the picture that was to show the level of anger has become something, that at least for me, she just exudes joy.
Mm-hmm. There's some more to that story, but I don't want to put, certain situations out there. But somebody said they was proud, um, of that situation and how everything had panned out. There's more to it, but out of respect, I'm not going to share. But that's the look that they gave me. Every time.
At YTFP_Chris. Said. I appreciate that, no words. I can respect that. It's amazing how we can find a connection with something meaningful to us, a look, a smell, some things just trigger something deep that defy everything.
That's facts. you to do that. I remember he said, then why don't you do the color fill? It's quicker. I said, shut up, because I like to. Look at me. I ever get too old to listen. And that's a fact. That is a fact. Oh, y'all really gonna do that at the very end, huh? There we go. Here you go. Yeah, I know it wouldn't be official. It will not be official. Mm-mm. That's it, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Yes, 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 yes. Y'all know I gotta bring them up. Wouldn't be official. Mm-mm-mm.
At YTFP_Chris. What's up? At YTFP_Chris. Said. Man, that's nice.
Yeah, I was finna bring my homie up. Appreciate y'all for tuning in, Chris. Definitely salute to you, brother. You've held it down. To everybody that tuned in, we finished the piece. Let's send them on about their way. Let them know that we appreciate them from tuning in. And we will definitely catch them next time. Until then, hold the line. And make sure you stick with it. Yeah, Chris, I just had to let that one sit in for a minute. Let's see if he been listening.
At Rooted and Essential Oils. What's up? At Rooted and Essential Oils. Said. I'm here fam. At Rooted and Essential Oils. Said. It's nice.
Appreciate
At
that.
YTFP_Chris. Said. Hey Rooted. At Rooted and Essential Oils. Said. Hey Chris.
Hey Stickman, we done with the live. Let everybody know we appreciate them for tuning in. We got Rooted in Essential Oils. We got Chris that held it down for those that came in to peek to see what we was doing, acting like they support. Man, let them know what's up. We gonna do it like that.
All right, let's give it to them straight. No filters, no fluff. Big salute to everybody who tuned in live, whether you dropped a comment or just came through to peek. Chris, you already know, held it down, respect for that. Shout out to Rooted in Essential Oils, steady building with us, and to the ones who dipped in and out, acting like support, but never really present. Yeah, we see you too. At the end of the day, it's all love, but we only move with the ones who move with us. Energy never lies. Appreciate the real ones for sticking, supporting, and showing up every single time. Until the next one, hold the line and stick with it. We're only going up from here.
And that's a fact. I might drop these on some shirts and show y'all the process. But until then, man, make
At
sure y'all
Nightbit.
be smooth.
What's
And we
up?
out.